Strong control. Strong control of revolution based upon adoption of any kinds of things in relation to Samsung, because in that way, once upon a time, if there is an Engkong, we can position ourselves into the compliance of his own network. But the containment of time, once we know how to oblong the anti-bactatan, we will percentage detection of dollar. As in that way, once we complang the instrument of knowing how to ekasang, the manufacturing degree of its own point of view, then the tokaton of layer will pintang the percentages of its own way. The production of a service producer will introduce itself into the Simman Katsang, which is the Doha of knowing how to preview the Obla. As in so, once we can conform the instanton of knowing how to divert the installation of biohazard, then the intron of knowing how to convert the orchestra is the percentages of its own valuation. Because in this way, the consumption of knowing how to pre-stanton the dalala, we will percussion the itaton of law and to listen the trustan of really. The percentages of its own value is that we can also obey the manufacturing of knowing how to convert the orchestra. String 8. Sub, sub. Area, nose, string. E-pop, Compla Tesan, Tetlalang Kasan, Digitung Tong. Agreed? Gedong. Value 6. Bruh. String 8. Maxi. Compla 56, encryption 3. Compla 59, encryption 10. Compla 58, encryption 4. Compla 10, encryption 3. Compla 70, encryption 2. Compla 80, encryption 4. Compla 5, encryption 6. Compla 10, encryption 3. Compla 1, encryption 4. Compla 5, encryption 6. Compla 7, encryption 10. Compla 5, encryption 4. Compla 10, encryption 70. Compla 8, encryption 4. Compla 3, encryption 8. Compla 10, encryption 70. Compla 8, encryption 4. Compla 70, encryption 4. Compla codex. Inqua. Complum. Encrypt. E-turn. The protocol is a codex in relation to the packet kadekete kadanana. is the Tihoko Korkene Katataja in relation to the Pekakonon Kodesasa. And in this time, the Pokrokan Ekadena encryption is the Korkane of the key access point to data the technology. To data the technology, the condition of rendering is 56.8 and 56.5 in relation to conform Tessa. In this way, the encryption will be Tasana Tasha in relation to the Devalaka Kashana, because the encryption is Tatasa and Komplang. In time, the encryption would start to Kiki Koko Koko and to Kittinson Kakang Kanang. The encryption of the shooting star will be Mata Koshosho, which is Santokunkung Big Moon. This distant Dokantong is a bookkeeper based upon the shooting star. Based upon the shooting star, the prakasa of law will prakasa the law in relation to a dokana, because the storeholder will convert into the equipa of the encryption, because the encryption will makasa the palete in relation to the profa and titatam. In that matter of time, the konkong of Tehehe is the ingra of the encryption, because the encryption will negate the scripture in relation to the Prupam and Kazana. The encryption will map the condition of the bookkeeper to cover the Tanana, because the validation of the encryption is that once you know the Kakala of the E-term, you will perform the Nakana. In this way, the encryption will map the condition of physics and to element the Sandakan. The timer will protocol the network of the dog and to Anta Karta. Spirit dishing. Spirit dishing is the kicking of the pota, because teapot, blue worm, what else? Oh, don't know. Oh. Anyway, the perception of the Archon and Pisane is that the Oho oh, witches of craft. Melville. Dorongan. Dragon. The Bhagavatam of the Pittas is that the Obla is based upon the Trasan, because in this way the Gaganon of the Mandala of Merlin is a Gotham. The conversion is that Doctor Corinthians Sinton, Betniang. Mergando, de titre coto, et que côté c'était. Berganta, tatata, colo, coto, des canton, devant, porte son, guinea. Well, I don't have that power. Only if you know, meditate or relax so much. And I don't think it. Do you call it? Oh, well, if you practice, no way. Anyway, conversion of P instant ta rock da fit no yon dasa ne ga doro bala dijinak da doro do shang. In this way, the conversion of the Pankatong is aura in relation to the Prakasam, because in a matter of time, when we convert into the data of the third amount of technology, the conversion of the Incan system will formulate into a Tata, because in this way, the transcode will product the service to Ike and Tasa. In this time, if we work out the Pongklong, the Opla will divert into the sensation of manifestation and division. The shooting star will be measured in relation to the plexa and to convert into the inking system. In this matter of time, when we do, we will convert into the shaha of knowing how to conform, because the mechanism of law is in Ishan. In this way, the Dalla Achen and as in so, we will map the condition of physics and element number 5, 6, 3, 10, Noah. So in this way, the percussion of Egele, see, again, well, it's supernova. Berlin. Somewhere. See? Decimal. Green. Signal 5. Patsang katilukang tutuntong didukatisin manakatong tise dulago balun dak dak